Hello! We just got out of the wild robot. It was wild. And also there was a robot. This is our spoiler-free review, so friendly non-warning for those that want to watch this, but don't want the film to be spoiled. Good news for you, it won't be, because this is spoiler-free. The wild robot is so freaking amazing. Holy moly, this might be one of the best movies. This is one of the best movies I've seen all year. And you know, I was thinking about it, and the last time I said that this is like one of the best movies of the year, or the best movie of the year potentially, wasn't since May. It's been a minute, friends. It's been a minute. But this actually was one of the best movies of the year for me. This is in my top 3. Why is it in my top 3? Well, one, it's a fresh IP. I initially thought it was actually just going to be a completely original idea, but it is actually adapted off of a book. There's actually a series of books. So fun fact, if you like Wild Robot and you want more of that, there's books that you can read. They are YA books, I believe. YA meaning young adult, in case you don't know what that means. And it was delightful, though. It was just a fresh story for me. And it was beautifully done. The animation is gorgeous. I love the style of it. I love the voice acting in this. Is so well done. There is a cast of characters which is fairly extensive, but still perfectly numbered so that we really get to know each and every character that is in this film that is named. Of course, all of them are pretty much animals, which is pretty cute. But you really do get a good sense for who everyone is, and it really is also a star-studded cast of characters as well, which I will say that it's not just star-studded in the way that it's like, oh, that's cool, like I know that person, they're really famous. It's star-studded in the way of it being a film where everyone just crushes it as well. So it's more star-studded in the sense that we actually have a very, very talented and experienced cast behind the film. And it shows, because you are going to feel a lot of emotions during this film, I think, if you are capable of feeling emotions. And if you're a robot, that might also be possible based on what I saw in this movie. The other thing that I really love about this film is that it has a lot of strong themes, but the themes aren't overtly like pushed in your face. They're beautifully interwoven with the story. So there's a lot of commentary on things that are important to all of us, like just, you know, putting your differences aside, the state of the world, the natural world, preserving nature. I think climate change, although it's subtle, it's not, like I said, like none of these things feel like they're super out there, but it's just part of the story in a way that makes you think about the world around you, but also while allowing you to fully escape for, you know, 90-ish minutes into a different world. And the one thing that I didn't like about this film, it's very small, but it's when they started showing human characters, because it like took me out of the film for some reason. I felt like I missed the animals, because the animals felt more realistic, and it felt like it shattered the illusion because the human characters looked cartoonish, but the whole film looks cartoonish, so I don't know what that was about. It felt very real to me, I guess. And so seeing a character that doesn't look as realistic shattered it for me. But like I said, there's animals that speak, so that's not very realistic. But it feels real. Maybe it's just because of the performances in it that it feels so grounded for me. Anyways, I think that complaint is actually more a testament to the film, because it means that I was so grounded that when I saw the animation style on a human character, it made me feel like, oh yeah, I'm watching an animated film. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with that. I would say the other thing is just like, it's not just the animation, like it really is the artistic angle of this film, like the art direction in the film is something that I feel like we both felt was just done so well. This is a film where I feel like you could actually pause it at any moment and every shot would be beautiful. Like they really thought about every single frame in the film and what it looks like and how it's composed. It's that captivating, and that is rare today, honestly. It's weird how rare it is to actually see a film that you feel is standout, and it's really crazy to me that I've seen so many movies this year and I felt so few of them actually transcended into the realm of giving me something that was more art than anything else. And now that's not to say that you can't just be entertaining and still be a great movie, because you can. I mean, we just saw Transformers 1 as well. We have a reaction video that should be up for that, just coming out of the theater and talking about it. And I will say that I do feel that that film actually is also an amazing film, but it's primarily about entertainment and building a story that you already know, whereas this is something that is totally fresh. But I think it's the animation style combined with the story that really puts it at a different level and just builds so many layers to these characters. And the story takes you to some also unexpected places. There's really a lot in there for the runtime that they have, and so they really make every single second of this film counts. I feel like it's very well paced. It's got beautiful emotional twists and turns, and it's just such a hopeful film as well, which is really lovely. I mean, we live in a world that is not so hopeful all the time, and to see that built in, and to see that built into the core of this project, where really it's a story, I think, about believing in other people and believing in yourself at its core, is just heartwarming in a way that a lot of projects these days aren't. And it makes sense to me that this is a film that is doing very well at the box office, because I feel like it's a film that a lot of people are probably talking about and saying, like, this is you gotta go see this film. And honestly, I'm gonna be another person that says, you gotta go see this film. It's really just it's gonna brighten up your day. It's going to take you on a journey, and it's going to, I think, take you like right out of your theater seat in a way that a lot of films don't really do as much these days. Or don't do in the same way, perhaps. There's a sense of escapism, but not like what this film gave to me. When it comes to some of my favorite voice actors that are in this film, Lupita Nyong'o is definitely a standout as Roz, our main character here, one of our main characters. I would say the protagonist, though, ultimately, of this story. The shift that you see in the character over time as she becomes more human, more emotional, is really delightful to just hear and witness in both the way that this character moves in terms of the animation, but also very much reflected in her voice. And there's just little subtle shifts here and there, and even in the script, in the way that she speaks. It's really great that all of that can come together to give you a really, I would say, outstanding performance. I'm not surprised, because I feel like Lupita is an amazingly talented actress, and I feel like everything I've seen her in has been amazing. So I really enjoyed her performance quite a bit, which probably doesn't surprise anybody. And I would also say Kit Connor, who is the sort of an actor that I'm not as familiar with, but who kind of reminds me of like a young, like a Michael J. Fox almost, in the voice that I was hearing in this. It was giving me Michael J. Fox in a really, really good way. I really enjoyed his delivery, and I really felt like he just shone through. There's so much connection happening between these characters, and a lot of that is because of the voice work that's being done. I don't know how this was recorded, but if it was recorded where everyone was separate and they weren't in the same room, dang, y'all doing amazing work, because it really feels like everyone's speaking right to each other. So I hope that they were able to be in the same room, but I know with a lot of productions like this, that isn't always the case. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were separated. I'll have to look into it more, and then I can't wait to see how that changes my feelings about the film. I will also just say Matt Berry, honorable mention, standout. We love Matt Berry and everything, and once again, he crushed it and was super funny, and also at times also super emotional. It was a really good performance. Him as the beaver. I love that he got to be a beaver. I don't know why, but it feels very fitting. Well, overall, I would say that this film is just on another level, and I would honestly, if I could, I would give it 6 out of 5 because that's how good it is. But I'll stick with 5 out of 5 because 6 out of 5, what does that even mean? I don't know. But in my mind, in my head canon, it's 6. What about you?
One of my favorite movies of the year, easy 5 out of 5, would watch again.
Yeah, I think it's in my top 3 right now. It's really good. All right, well, that's pretty much it. Let us know if you see it, what you think, or if you're planning to see it. And I can't wait to talk to you in the full review where we can talk spoilers. All right, thanks for watching. My battery just died on my camera, but I can't end a video without saying, stay nerdy. Bye!